What's going on, you guys? My name is Zach Hartley, and in this video we are going to go through my weekly watch list. We're going to start with a recap of some of the picks that I chose last week. We're going to see how they did, and then we're going to go through all of the stocks that I am looking at this week, and I'm going to point out for you which ones I think are the best buying opportunity. Here we go. Alright, you guys, so this is my weekly watch list template. As you can see here, I've got all my tickers on the left hand side here. They are separated by their industry, so food, electric vehicles, tech, and then I have a little bit of a status here. So you can see it drops down and you can choose watch, you can choose wait, or you can choose buy. And the difference here is basically how I feel about the stock. Now, when it says buy, it does not mean that I am placing a market order as soon as things open up tomorrow morning. It means that this is a stock where I see potential, I see a pattern, and I think there's a trading opportunity here, so I am going to watch it very closely, and if the pattern continues or my thesis is correct, that's when I'm going to enter the trade. So these are the ones that are just at the top of my list, and then a little bit of an explanation why on the right hand side here. And at the bottom you can actually see my watch list from the weeks before. So if you're interested in my history or how I've done, first of all, we're going to go through that in this video, but second of all, it's all listed right there. Now, one thing I have added this week is some charts on the right hand side here. So some of the highlighted charts that I want to show you and that I want to point out, I now have them directly here on the dashboard. And as you can see, I've also changed one of the sections from retail to transport. We're going to be looking at Drone Delivery Canada, Uber Transportation, and Cargo Jet. So these are three new companies that are on my list now, and I'm going to walk you through everything right now, starting with Square. So now when we go back to the tab for October 4th, you can see last week I basically highlighted Square here as a buy. I highlighted that there's a double top and that you should buy the breakout. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the chart and see exactly what happened. This was posted on October 4th, and so I just want to point that out because timing is important on this one. Alright, you guys, so this is the daily chart for Square. Now we're looking at it all the way back to about June 23rd here, and as you can see on October 2nd here, we basically tested this double top here, and then I did my analysis right after that. The reason that I want to bring up Square right now is because they are currently at a double top. So when I pull up my price line tool, you can see that if we connect the high that was established at the beginning of September with exactly where we are today, both of these prices have been rejected. So I think the market opportunity for companies like Square and companies like Shopify is absolutely massive. And when we see patterns form like this, where we see a double top, and if we break through 170, that's going to be a very clear breakout pattern. Well, those are buying opportunities that you should be taking advantage, and I will definitely be taking advantage if I can see some clear movement above the 170 mark with continuation. And as you can see on October 5th here, the Monday, we had a absolutely massive breakout all the way up to about $181, $182, and since then the stock has climbed to $192. So I highlighted this in our group last week on October 3rd, October 4th, whatever it was, and then Monday we had that massive breakout. I took advantage of this in one of my other accounts, and we did extremely well on it. The stock's up about 12-13% right now just since that posting, and it's doing pretty good. Now, the other stock that I want to point out that I highlighted last week was Beyond Meat. So as you can see, they also had a major breakout. I highlighted that there was a double top there, and as you can see on October 5th, we had one nice big green candle here, and then we had about 4 consecutive positive green days that have led us to a stock price of about $187, up from $167 previous to this. So really nice breakout on Beyond Meat as well. And the last one that I want to touch on is one that I've made a couple of different videos about, and this one is MMED Medicine. Now, I buy the Canadian version because I live in Canada. There also is a US version of this ticker, but this one is really unique. It's really quite a crazy stock. I got in here, I don't know if you can see this arrow, but I bought in here around 64 cents. It's currently trading at $1.11. I've made several videos about this company. What you need to know is it is extremely volatile. This one is moving pretty drastically, and it's going to be a long-term play based on FDA approvals of certain drugs that are in the pipeline right now. It has had a ton of hype lately because of some of the big names getting into it. However, we will see what happens with it over time. I'm doing pretty well on it, but I am putting a stop loss on it because I need to manage my risk. Alright, now as you can see, we've had 3 big winners from last week. Some of them did really good. MMED is actually up 37% since I highlighted them in that video. However, we also had a couple of small losers, or ones that didn't quite play out in our favor, and that is why when I say that it is green, it means that I am basically looking at it. It does not mean that I'm going into that stock right away. And so what I want to do now is go into the rest of the companies that I looked at this week that are green on my watch list. I want to evaluate them, point them out to you, tell you why I put them as green on my watch list, why I have them on my radar, and then you need to make a decision of whether or not you agree with me and whether or not you want to consider them for your stock picks. All right, so the first company that I want to point out is Flurotech. Now this is a Calgary-based company, but before we get into them, I just want to let you know that I'm using Questrade for my broker. And if you guys are interested in signing up for Questrade, you like what you see, or you just want to try it out, I do have a link below. And if you sign up with that link, it will give you $50 in free commissions to get started. So you can pretty much sign up, put some money in, try it out, and actually make trades completely for free without even paying for commissions. And if you don't like it, take your money out. It takes a couple of days, but you have now tried it out for real without losing any money. So I just want to point that out. If you're interested, check it out. Otherwise, let's start talking about Flurotech. Now, as you can see, here we go on September 8th. They had this massive move up from about 10 cents all the way to a high of 42 cents before closing at around 34 cents. Since then, they're basically consolidating in what I call a descending triangle. Now, as you can see, it's pretty much come from 42 cents all the way down to 20 cents. And I want to say that it's tested this level about 3 times. So as you can see, once here on October 13th, again right here on September 24th, and again here on September 11th, it has pretty much tested this 18, 19, 20 cent level where it has come down, gone into it, and come back up and closed above it. So it's currently trading at around 20 cents right now, 19 cents right now. We will see what happens with it and where it closes at the end of the day. But what I am looking for is a clean bounce off of this 20 level and a breakthrough of this trend line. That is going to signal to me a bullish trend or a breakthrough of this bearish trend that we are currently in right now. Otherwise, if it breaks through that 20 cent level, I am going to have some concerns, and I probably won't be looking at this stock for a little while, because then I'll need it to like rebound off 7, rebound off 10, or have a very clean break back through, and I don't know if that's going to happen if we collapse through that 20 cent level. At least that is my analysis on this stock. Now, the next companies I want to talk about are in the food sector, and I think this sector is just super hot right now. So this is Very Good Food. I've talked about these guys in a couple of my videos, and as you can see, I want to say that we are testing our basically price level here for the 3rd time. So we tested it once here in July, tested it again in September, and we are getting pretty darn close here in October. I think this entire movement, the trend, the industry is going in the right direction, and I really like this company. I think they're on the right end of it, and I think they have excellent potential. So I think this is an excellent buying opportunity. Another Canadian company that I want to point out is actually Good Food Corporation. I pointed these guys out last week as a double top, similar to what we saw on Square. However, they basically consolidated. So this is one of the stocks that didn't quite work out. However, it definitely didn't drop. It completely consolidated the entire week through, and now we are testing, as you can see, around that 936 level. We're currently testing the brand new highs that were established from the week prior to that at 958. So my weekly watch list, and the assumption that in that watch list did not go the way I planned. However, it's pretty much the exact same position that we were in last week, because we just went through a week of consolidation. So what's going to happen here is we're either going to see a breakup, a breakdown, or continuation. And either way, it gives you a trading opportunity, because I think it's going to be a big swing, either up or down, either way it goes. And that is how you capitalize on these type of stocks. Last company I wanted to point out was Beyond Meat, but we already covered that in the recap. And as you can see, we had an excellent, beautiful breakout from Beyond Meat. If you sold at the highs, you would have done extremely well. All right, now let's start talking about everybody's favorite electric car company. So this is Tesla Motors, and as you can see, we have a trend line formed here. We can basically connect about 4 previous price lows as they're going up, and as you can see here, we also have a bit of a triple top. So we hit the top here around the 455, 460 zone on September 6th. October 1st, and October 13th here, we're pretty much testing it right at that level. So what I'd like to see here is a breakout of this triple top and a breakthrough of our all-time highs here around 502, and then kind of push up to that 550 mark is what we'd really like to see here. However, we are in a little bit of a period of consolidation, so I think it is going to take some time here. I don't think this is going to happen right away, and it is definitely an opportunity that I'm looking forward to though. Okay, now let's start talking about that new industry in my watch list here. That is transport. Now I have 3 companies in here, and this is a chart that I really want to show you because it was really clean and really easy to see, and that is this breakout that happened here around the $200 price level. Now, this was pointed out to us by one of the members in my Discord chat, Trent Joseph. Big shout out to Trent. Thank you for pointing this out. It is an absolutely phenomenal opportunity, and I'm happy that you are in the group. If you guys are interested in joining the group, it's $5 a month, and basically it's everybody that watches my videos, takes a look at my analysis, analysis and agrees or disagrees with me but wants to share their opinion, it's $5 a month and we put everybody together to share their opinion and share trade ideas. If you're interested in signing up, the link is down below. But Trent pointed this one out and it has been absolutely phenomenal ever since. It's up about 12% just since he pointed it out, and we're really looking forward to seeing this one run, especially going into Christmas season, because I think airlines are still going to be suppressed and operating at low levels, which means any air cargo cannot go in the stow hold of the regular airlines, which puts more pressure on Cargojet to deliver it and gives them a better opportunity to make more money going into Christmas. So I really like their business opportunity and I really like what's going on with them, especially right now in the current situation. Now, the last few companies that I want to point out this week are in technology. So the first one is Shopify here. It looks like we are seeing another double top around this $1,140, $1,150. You can see here it hit the high at the beginning of September, came all the way back down to about $830, and now it is crawling its way back up, and we'll see if it can break through that previous high that was established. Now, the last company I want to point out is Zoom. Now, as things have unfolded around the world, we can see that the valuation of Zoom has gone drastically higher and higher. And I keep thinking to myself, how high can it go? But what I also keep thinking to myself is that the effects of what is going on right now is probably going to last longer and longer, which is only going to improve the business model of Zoom. So yes, it is extremely highly valued, but yes, I also think they're the leader in the industry, and I think their value proposition, as things progress and as things continue without getting drastically better, I think they will have a better and better return on your investment going into this stock. So that is my analysis on the market. If you guys got any value out of this at all, please consider liking and subscribing. I sincerely appreciate it. If you're interested in any resources like joining my Discord chat, checking out Questrade, check out the links below. Everything is there and it is designed to help you or at least get you a discount when you try and get started. So please hit that like and subscribe button. I sincerely appreciate it, and we will see you guys in the next video.